People is the MMA guy today doing a UFC fight night Strickland versus Hernandez breakdown and predictions. So we'll just get into it. By the way, we've been inactive, got a lot going on, but gonna be back with new videos this week. So that's good. That's cool. Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. I'm just gonna pick Hernandez. I think Sean Strickland has been so overrated, and he did good against Costa, but Costa is really not that good. He's beaten Kopilov, who that's not aging great, and besides that, he had a close fight with DDP. Beat like Adesanya, who still hasn't won a fight since on a two-fight losing streak. Got flatlined the fight. Got finished in the next two fights, by the way. So that tells you something. Close decision to DDP, which he lost, and then DDP beat him a lot more convincingly. Like, people talk about that grappling of Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland got dominated on the feet and couldn't do anything. Didn't try to offensively grapple. If he had that wonderful Amzat beating level of grappling, dude, he's obviously going to use it when he's getting 50-45, okay? Like, let's not act like Sean Strickland's that good. Anthony Hernandez is going to maul him. Sean Strickland's going to have some success if he can work the jab and stuff, but I just see Anthony Hernandez beating him. So I'm going to pick Fluffy to beat him, and I'm hyped for Fluffy's rise. Next, we have Geoff Neal against Uros Medic, which Uros Medic has great hands. My thing is Geoff Neal looked good against Carlos Prates before the knockout, and Carlos Prates fights so differently. We've seen Uros Medic get laid out as well. Completely. And Geoff Neal, that was a first. I still think he's going to have a granite chin. Going to have a reach advantage. I'm going to pick Geoff Neal to beat Uros Medic. Next, we have Dan Ige versus Melquizael Costa. This is a close one. Melquizael Costa, who did he beat recently? He just beat Morgan Charrier. For that, he beat, I know he beat Christian Rodriguez. He beat Julian Rosa. Okay, these are just not loading. But he's on a big win streak. Meanwhile, Dan Ige is off a win against Sean Woodson, who's a tricky style, to be fair. Oh no, he's off a loss to Pitbull in a fight where he didn't do anything. I'm going to pick Melquizael Costa to beat him. I just think he's going to be... And to be honest, it's kind of a 50-50 fight to me. I just feel like Melquizael Costa's hungry and he's able to beat Dan Ige. And I feel like Dan Ige has these performances sometimes where he's kind of like low in volume and stuff. And Melquizael Costa is going to be fighting him. Coming off a big KO, he's going to be confident. I think Melquizael Costa takes it to a decision. Ante Delila versus Sergey Spivak. I'm surprisingly, or not so surprisingly, what is Sergey Spivak's streak? I know he lost his last one, I think to Almeida. No. Lost like a weird fight to Cortez Acosta. For that, got flatlined by Jelton Almeida. Nah, he got the TKO'd. And then before that, he submitted Tybura, who... I'm going to pick Ante Delila. I think Sergey Spivak, when he's on his feet, he's a little bit of a deer in headlight. And I think Delila is good. Delila was looking good against Cortez Acosta. And Cortez Acosta versus Sergey Spivak was a very weird fight. So, yeah. I'm just going to pick Ante Delila to beat him. I think he's faster. And he is powerful. Jacoby Smith against Josiah Errol. Who's okay. How are you a 5'7" welterweight? That's crazy. Um, dude, I'm gonna pick Jacoby Smith. I understand that this guy's undefeated as well. Has he beat? Is he? Well, he's actually in the UFC. Okay, he has no fights in the UFC. 11-0. Okay, now that's different. No, I'm gonna pick Jacoby Smith. Jacoby Smith to beat him. Michel Pereira versus Zachary Reese. Dude, Michel Pereira is like slugging it out in the gym with Sean Strickland, but when it's time to actually fight, he's getting TKO'd by bottom of the barrel Kyle Dawkins, bottom of the barrel middleweight, who've been cut and come back to the organization. You know, Zachary Reese is a bottom of the barrel middleweight, but like he's not. He's not good. He really isn't good. Really isn't that good, but like he's able to win. He's able to win these fights against these bottom of the barrel guys. So I'm gonna pick Zachary Reese to beat Michel Pereira. Yeah, I will. Next, Chidi Njokuani versus Carlos Leal. Now, Njokuani lost to, was it the guy that beat BSD at 7? Okay, no, it was to Jake Matthews. Before that, he beat Dos Santos. Okay. To be honest, Njokuani's kind of good. He's a tricky customer. And Carlos Leal coming off a big KO loss. I'm gonna pick Carlos. Am I gonna pick Carlos Leal? I kind of want to pick him because Renat is better than Shitty and Jaquani, I think. Okay, Carlos Leal is very good, but if he comes out a little bit shy because he got KO'd, he's just gonna get teeped at range and he's gonna lose the fight. Should I bet on Carlos Leal? Dude, he has an 80-inch reach. That's 70. Crazy. I'm going to pick Carlos Leal to beat Chidi and Jaquani. I think, how old is Jaquani? Can I see it here? No, I can't. He looks old. He's old. Carlos Leal, I'm going to pick. Here, Ode Osborne versus Alibi Idris. Dude, Ode Osborne, has he won a fight recently? Okay, he has. That was a good win as well, because Garuli's pretty good. Look. Okay, no, it's not good at all. Okay. Bad win, and this guy, that's the guy who lost. That's the guy who lost his debut, yeah. I'm going to pick Ode Osborne to beat Alibi Idris. Yeah, that's going to be the pick. I'm going to pick Alden Correa. Have we seen this guy fight in the UFC? He's got a win in the UFC. A third round TKO. Okay, what's it? I'm going to pick him to beat Louis Garuli. He's never won in the UFC. Nora Cornell versus Jocelyn Edwards. Outmatched. Coming off a win. I'm going to pick Jocelyn Edwards. Yeah. Damn, this fight's so early. Why is this early? Ramiz Brahimaj coming off a big win. And Punahali Soriano. Dude, both of those guys are both of those guys are very good. I want to pick Brahimaj because I really like him, but I just think Punahali Soriano's going to beat him. I just think he's going to get him. Yeah, I think Soriano's going to be too much because Soriano does have a good wrestling. and he has heavy hands. So I don't. But Ramiz Brahimaj, though, when you wrestle him, he has like good submissions. It's just we've seen him lose before and have like off performances. Meanwhile, Soriano's like on a big win streak. He beat Uros Medic, who's fighting in the co-main. Yeah, he's like on a 3-fight win streak. At least. I'm going to pick Ali Soriano. He's fighting good opposition. Phil Rowe against Jean-Paul Lebosnayi. I'm going to pick Phil Rowe, man. He's good. He often loses his fights, but he's good. He's a good fighter. Jordan Levitt versus Yadir Del Valle. Dude, Jordan Levitt. What's happening with Jordan Levitt? Guys, like... he beat Alaba. Hooper submitted him in a round. Oh, Lord. Okay, but he's actually good, though. Who am I going to pick in this one? I've seen Jordan Levitt lose, but at 55 mainly. At 45, it seems like he's winning. Yadir Del Valle beat like won in a fraudulent match. That was his UFC debut. Okay, he's on 2 round 1. So I'm going to pick Yadir Del Valle to beat Jordan Levitt. And Juliana Miller versus Carly Judas. I'm going to pick Juliana Miller. I think she's just going to get her, you know. Oh, no, I'm going to pick Judas. I've seen this girl fight. Lost a split and then KO. Nah, I'm going to pick her. I'm picking Judas to beat Miller. Dude, why is it lagging like that? Okay. So those are the picks for the fight night. So I'm going to pick Fluffy to choke out Sean Strickland. I think he's going to finish him in 4. I'm going to pick Geoff Neal to KO Uros Medic. I'm going to pick Melquizael Acosta to beat Danny Ige in the decision. Ante Delia to KO Sergey Spivak. Jacoby Smith to finish Josiah Arrow. Zach Reese to beat Michel Pereira. I don't know if it's going to be by KO, but... Going to pick Carlos Leal to beat Chidi Njokwani in a very close fight. I'm going to pick Ode Osborne to beat the Kazakhstani dude. Ode Osborne's a crazy pick to have in 2026. Alden Correa to beat Luis Garuli. Going to pick Jocelyn Edwards to beat Nora Cornol. Punahele Soriano to beat Ramiz Brahimaj. Phil Rowe to beat Jean-Paul Lebosnayi. And Yadir Del Valle to beat Jordan Levitt. Oh, and Carly Judas to win. So those are the picks. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And till next time.